Hello, and thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel. Images of llamas may be found just about wherever these days. It's as though overnight, a universal fondness for llamas spread around the world. Having said that, can you really blame them? Llamas are adorable and loved by all. In addition to pithy sayings like "no problema," you can buy them printed on everything from t-shirts and socks to tote bags. And some llama lovers go so far as to hire them for their nuptials. Why do people everywhere appear to be so obsessed with llamas? Is there more to it than just a potential for llama puns? Let's look at some interesting information on llamas and see what we can come up with. Both llamas and camels are members of the Camelidae family of mammals. None of the Camelidae family members currently reside in the area where they first evolved. The camelid family first appeared in North America, and it wasn't until around 2 or 3 million years ago that members of the family dispersed to the other continents where they are now found. There were llamas in the United States long before there were people. They're not quite llamas, but they're related in a very close way. Hemicenia was the name given to these ancient llamas, and it is from this species that all llama and alpaca-like animals today trace their ancestry. The Hemicenia, in contrast to their modern-day descendants, grew to be as tall as an average human guy. For thousands of years, these massive animals roamed the present-day southern United States until going extinct. There is no denying that the llama we know and love today originated in South America. In particular, they hail from the Andean area of Peru and Bolivia, which was once ruled by the Inca Empire. After migrating to Panama millions of years ago, these animals quickly shrank in size and became much cuter. In contrast to popular belief, llamas do not live natural ecosystems. I know, it goes against everything you've seen in pictures of pristine mountain ranges populated by smiling llamas. In fact, llamas have been tamed and are now considered a domesticated species. It's true that you can still find them in the wild, but it doesn't make them wild. They're now domesticated pack animals. Ancient Andean civilizations domesticated llamas for transporting things. While water buffaloes aren't the largest or strongest pack animals, I'd still like to see one attempt to go into the Andes. Up to 75 pounds can be carried for up to 20 miles, but after that they will likely lie down and spit at you. Greater than 15 feet is the maximum distance that a llama can spit. Now I know better than to offend any llamas anytime soon. Spitting is not a common behavior for llamas, but when they do it indicates they are frustrated. Don't worry, it's typically very obvious when a llama is getting irritated. For example, when one llama is particularly irritated by another, it may push its tongue out at the offending llama as a form of communication. When their point isn't made clear, only then will they resort to spitting. Even llamas' spit can reveal how frustrated they are. A llama's spit contains more undigested stomach muck the more agitated it gets. To put it bluntly, that's mean. Humming is how llamas communicate with one another. Being highly sociable, llamas obviously require more expressive options than simply sticking out their tongues or spitting when they're unhappy. They use a variety of hums with seemingly distinct meanings as a means of communication. Babies of llamas are taught to recognize their mothers by humming to them. They also hum when they're anxious, restless, overly interested in something, or just plain bored. During mating season, male llamas produce an unpleasant orgling sound. When compared to alpacas, llamas are considerably more approachable. Don't get me wrong, alpacas are adorable. You know, I really want to give each and every one of them a big hug and pet their soft fuzzy faces. You shouldn't, then, because of that. Alpacas, unlike the more gregarious llamas, prefer to avoid human interaction and travel in groups. To illustrate how dissimilar llamas and alpacas are, consider the fact that they are more often compared to canines. A better animal to which to liken an alpaca would be a sheep. They simply don't give a damn about anything you say. The feces of llamas play an important role in the annals of Andean culture. Some people believe that the Andean civilizations would not have flourished as they did if not for llama dung. During the winter, the Andes are extremely cold and unforgiving, making it difficult to scratch out a living in many areas if it weren't for llamas. Being nearly odorless, it is a superb fertilizer and fire starter. The farmers who raise llamas commonly refer to the waste product as llama beans because of its many practical applications. Llama herds are notorious for their flexible social dynamics. In the llama hierarchy, males are always competing for a better place. It's really disgusting that dominant llamas will spit at submissive ones as a sign of dominance. Llamas' only real means of influencing their social standing is through violent conflict with one another, and these brawls may be rather entertaining to watch. Most llama fights involve spitting, kicking, and neck wrestling. Female llamas, however, typically play no role in this and instead resort to spitting at other llamas in an effort to exert dominance. Protect your home with a llama instead of a dog. Llamas have been used for purposes apart from pack animals since the 1980s. American farmers who raise sheep or alpacas have found that llamas make excellent guard animals, however, only if there is one llama for every several hundred animals. It's because a lone llama is more likely to have a strong link with the herd and watch out for them, whereas a pair will form an even stronger bond with each other and pay no attention to the rest of the herd. In the western United States, where large predators like wild dogs and coyotes are common, they are commonly utilized. Llamas have also been successfully used as therapy animals, a quite different purpose for them. In some regions of the United States, therapy llamas provide emotional support to students and residents of nursing homes. Obviously, much care must be taken in training these llamas so that they don't spit at people and ruin their day instead of brightening it. In conclusion, that is the llama in a nutshell. If you liked the video, you can stay up to date on all of my future uploads simply by subscribing to my channel. The help is greatly appreciated.